I am now recording.
I'm totally recording as well.
Awesome.
Are we live yet? We're live. 10
We're
seconds.
live.
We've already 10.
I think
10 seconds
find
worth
out.
of live. Hello, everybody. Hope everybody's well tonight.
seconds.
We're
Hope
live?
everybody's
Is that it?
Seconds of content. That's it.
doing good.
That's how it goes.
You know what I did this week, Tom? Do you know what I did?
Mourned.
Yeah, I did
and
mourn. I did mourn.
Yeah.
But
Yep.
I did find Ian's streaming channel this
No, you
week.
fucking didn't.
Holy
I
shit! Did you
swear
really?
I did. I swear I did. I found it.
Oh, how did you? That is amazing.
It is something to behold. That's all I
No.
want to say.
Oh.
It's something to
No.
behold. It
No,
is.
you didn't.
What I
Fuck
love was when you were doing the workout stuff and you were wearing the box on your head. That's comic genius. It's comic genius. I mean, it really is very, very good. I will tell everybody the name.
No.
I don't want to do. I'm not going to do that.
They have to figure it out themselves.
They have to figure it out on their own. But my goodness, somebody
God
posted it on the
damn
Facebook
it.
page, so you have to go find
Those
it.
motherfucks. I'm gonna ban all of them. You pieces of shit.
Was it? Wait, is it on the Cog Disc page or the fan?
No.
page?
It's somewhere in
It's
there. It's
nowhere.
somewhere in there.
It's
But I
fucking
will say
nowhere.
this. I will say this.
Oh, I gotta find
It's
it.
the fucking weirdest shit you've ever seen in your life.
Oh,
It's really,
It's
it's
all
very,
downhill
very
now.
innovative, Ian. Innovative.
That's such a nice way to say
Yeah.
shit. That's very fun. Well,
It is. It is something else.
I don't know if you've all seen the the thumbnail that I made, but it's
Oh,
kind of,
nice.
you know, if it gives you a sense of how my mind works, there.
That is
essentially
really
it.
something else.
that
Yeah.
is amazing. Look at that.
I'm loving it.
Fucking
I
hell.
am loving it.
Look at
Hello,
that.
everybody.
World's
Hope
wide.
everybody's doing well this
Good
week.
evening.
I mean, nothing happened this week, so I'm sure there's
What would we even talk about? Just another one of
what
those slow
would
news weeks.
What would we be talking about? Who knows,
Oh,
right?
special interest stories or
Yeah.
something boring.
Yeah.
Nothing. One time I baked a cake with some zucchini squash in it. What are
what
you
happened?
talking about?
I'm seeing the live soon thing. Is that? Oh, there we go. Okay.
There we go. I don't see any new chitting chatting. Oh, you know what? I got it now.
You got to scroll.
Figured it out.
says
I
new
figured it
comments.
out. Look at that.
Oh, look at Ian pops in. Look at
Figured
that.
it out.
New
I
comments.
figured it out.
Oh, look at
that.
Ian pops in. Look at that.
I know. Okay, but now I'm going away.
Ian.
Yeah, you should because
Oh, I
it
miss
echoes
Ian
when you do
already.
that. It echoes when he does
Look
that.
at that.
Oh, guys, good and drunk. Yeah, we probably should be. Tom, what are you drinking?
Well, yeah, it's going to be difficult on this. I'm drinking Athletic Brewing Company Upside Dawn, but
Oh,
it's
okay.
non-alcoholic beer.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
So it's
Yeah.
wonderful though. Like,
Can you
it's
pour yourself a
legitimately-
drink so we can do a cheers to do you have anything nearby?
Glug, 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 glug.
You can't pour yourself a drink. Okay. All right.
I don't have a cup. I'd have to go upstairs and get
All right.
one.
That's fair. That's fair.
I mean, I can cheers you with a can.
Nah, it's cool. It's cool.
No, all right.
Nah, it's fine.
Somebody
I'm
says they're
wearing a-
loving season liberally, Cecil.
Oh, good. I'm wearing a Shockers jersey that was given, our Shockers shirt that was given to me at a conference, the first conference we ever went to.
I was at Skepticon
Skepticon
in Missouri.
In Missouri, someone gave me a Shocker shirt, and I love it. It's an awesome shirt, and I've worn it forever. And it's actually like, it's not one of those like super thin ones. It's like really comfortable. But it's over the years has become that way.
Right.
Yeah.
So wait a minute, Cecil. Somebody on the chat, Mike Kramer, is saying that they're drinking cheap Kirkland bourbon. Isn't Kirkland a Costco brand?
It must be, yeah. Kirkland
never
is
had
Costco
it?
brand. No, I've never had Kirkland brand bourbon, but I suspect it's made by a major company and they just put Costco's label on it because
That's what I was
happens with a
thinking.
lot
I
of their
bet it's pretty
material. So yeah, I don't know what they make it out of. So
I would try that. I would try that if I still had a Costco membership.
yeah,
Too fucking dangerous, man. We went in that place like we had a membership for a year. I think we went once.
yeah.
And like I'm still paying for it. Like I had to I had to mortgage my house and like I left my car there. I'm just like, it's just yours now. I walked out of there with like a gallon thing. I'm not even kidding. Like a gallon thing of Jardinera. I am the only one in the house that eats Jardinera. Nobody else. I'm like, I need that. I just need that in my life because I can have it for $6 or whatever it fucking was.
$6.
And I threw away 7/8 of a jar or gallon of fucking Jardinera like 3 years later. Haley's like, this has gone bad. This is very clearly gone bad. First of all, Jordan Hare starts bad. It can't go bad. It's probably still fine, but I guess I'll let it go. I guess.
Yeah, it is a dangerous place to go. There's a couple of things I like to get from there, but it's like, is it worth the subscription? But I will say the Kirkland brand stuff, especially like the liquor, fucking A, man.
I would drink
buy
that
it cheaper.
Did you start looking for that bourbon yet? We were talking about last time, the one that, or the rye rather, the rye that we got.
Oh, I didn't look for it yet, but I also got a message from someone who said that we should try a Irish whiskey with a different name. Like there's an Irish whiskey that we should try because it's good. And I said, sure, I'll try it.
Did they say what to mix it with when it's inevitably terrible? Like,
yeah, I mean, you're gonna have to, right? Yeah, you're gonna have to. But that's what they said. They said you should try a Irish whiskey. So,
all right.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll give it hell. You know, I'm gonna try the fucking rye from Canada or whatever.
Jesus Christ.
So let's do a story time. Let's actually not do the one that the stream is named after. Let's instead do where is the one that we were going to do? Let's do the Chipmunk. And Ian, I'm going to share my screen so people can see it. Okay. I got to pause this. Give me a sec. And I'm going to share my screen so people can see it. And then I'll just have Tom, you could just show I'm going to figure out how to do this. This is all brand new to me, guys. StreamYard, share screen. Cool.
Kind of excited about this.
I'm not going to share. I'm just going to share the Chrome tab of. There we go. All right, Ian, whenever you want, you can make this thing.
Look at that.
That shit's amazing. All right,
Boom.
Tom, go for it.
Boom. I love it. All right. This story comes from KLFY, which I read as K-Fly the first time I saw it. Arcadiana's local news leader.
Yeah.
I don't know if that is bragging rights involved there.
No, I don't think so.
Suspect in Chipmunk outfit robs Ville Platte pharmacy. A man dressed in a Chipmunk outfit robbed a Ville Platte pharmacy at gunpoint over the weekend. And yes, he is wearing that amazing outfit. According to the Evangeline Parish Sheriff's Department, the robbery happened around noon Saturday at the Medicine Chest Pharmacy on East Lincoln Road.
Where do you find a double X Chipmunk outfit? Like, where do you go search for? How do you get one of those?
Motherfucker, it's 2020. You can get it's the internet delivers. We are in a delivery culture.
I guess that's true. But I mean, it just feels weird that there's sweatshops out there making double X Chipmunk outfits. That just feels weird to me.
I wonder about that shit all the time. Like when you see just crazy, weird shit for sale, and you just it is just a fact of life that somewhere somebody in the world is toiling away at slave wages, making standing at a big giant fucking machine all day, just pressing out 3-foot long butt plugs and all kinds of just all the weirdest shit. Somebody at a factory is just fuck boots, just pressing that shit out. They're I just hope I have enough food. Here's another fucking weird Chipmunk outfit for giant people. I fucking love it.
I will say it's fucking amazing. It's fucking amazing that this guy walks in with this outfit and he's don't know who I am. My name's Dale, everyone.
You have to wonder if he was hey everybody, I'm here to rob your store. Give me all your you had to do the voice and everything with it.
He's doing hits of helium for a second beforehand before he comes in, so they don't recognize his voice either. Yeah.
His getaway car was piloted by Theodore, and Alvin is fucking waiting off to the side to give the signal if shit goes south.
It's amazing. They start talking and he starts repeating back what they said, but just really high, like a Chipmunk record.
When the police catch up to him, there's Alvin.
I don't know if there's anything else. Is there anything else in the story?
No,
I
just want to say, I also love that he just stole a bunch of, he didn't steal money. He's just I just want all your drugs. It's fucking 2020. I'm wearing this fucking Chipmunk outfit.
Yeah.
That's just it. Like he's just out in his fucking quarantine pajamas, just like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm stopping here. I'm doing a little last minute shopping.
He hides all the drugs in the tail back there, just stick them all back there. Turns him into a beaver because he gets so many of them.
He actually stuffed them in his cheeks. Like he's just got
he's burying them in the yard. They grow into big drug trees afterwards. It's outstanding. Yeah. Oh, good God. Shit.
That's
so this week, Tom, I took my cat to the vet. I wind up going to in the morning. We go and take our cat to the vet. The cat had to get teeth. So 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, we're sitting there and on the couch is this weird thing. And I look at what the fuck is that? And Sarah says, I think it's a tooth. One of the cats just lost a molar, just came right out of their face.
Jesus.
And so we look, it's one of the cats. We're like, oh shit, fucking molar came out. So we call and we get the vet and they say, sure, we can bring him in. And so they do blood tests to make sure the cat's okay. And yeah, we're going to basically do oral surgery on the cat. So they're going to take the cat in. You're going to basically do oral surgery. So we show up in the morning and we drop the cat off. Sarah gets in the car and she says, it was weird, just kind of interesting or funny sort of thing that happened when we were talking. They asked if I want to be called if the cat needs to be resuscitated. Do I want to be called first? And I said, what'd you say? She said, of course not. I want just resuscitate the cat and then leave me out of the equation. Like, who?
Well, like you're just like, well, the cat's dead. I better make a phone call about that.
You keep looking at the cat. Please hold, cat. Please hold. Right? Please hold. Yeah.
Man, time is of the essence. Voicemail.
Yeah. Oh well. Yeah, maybe try that. Maybe try that work number. But anyway, I say, okay, that's kind of funny, I guess, or weird, and whatever. We go back home. I'm working. Both of us work from home now, so I'm working in one room. Sarah's working in the other, and at 10 o'clock in the morning, she comes in and she's just streaming tears down her face. And I go, what the fuck happened? And she says, so the vet called and they said that Piper's heart stopped and they had to resuscitate him.
No.
And, they couldn't do any of the stuff that they needed to do to, like they were going to dig in his face or whatever. And they didn't do any of that shit. They just basically put my cat under. He died. And they were like, fuck. And he came back to life. And then they were like, put him in a cage. Don't touch it. Don't break it. Don't break it. Whatever you do, don't break it. It's working again. Don't break it. It's like when you were, like when you're fucking with something and you're just like, yeah, but if I tweak this little thing, fuck, I broke it again. God damn, I broke it again. That's what they did. They're like, fuck. So they immediately stuff him in his cage and they call Sarah. They're like, we're just going to keep him for observation for a couple hours. You can come get him afterwards. I guess he just had a real bad reaction to the anesthesia.
That's terrible.
And,
was he got chased by like a terrifying kid in his fucking Flatliners dream or what?
I was going to say, it's not Flatliners, it's Catliners, Tom. But he came home. He's doing better. He's okay. But both of us were thinking like one of the things that went through my mind was, am I going to get like a half droopy cat now? They're going to come back and the cat's like always kind of like this all the time, but he seems fine. Fine. But it was a horrifying moment of the day.
I can't even imagine. Like
where you're just like, holy shit.
How do you if you're the vet, how do you build that? You know what I mean? It's like, all right, well, you brought him in for his tooth situation. That is still ongoing. Didn't kill the cat. So that's on us. Brought him back though. That's on you. We're going splitsies. They didn't charge me for the bringing him back because I was going to walk in that place. If she came out with a bill that said, oh, here's your 2,000, we brought him back, I was going to be like, oh, no, you didn't, motherfucker. They didn't charge us for that. So we're good. Holy but yeah, but I was just like, oh, no. Yeah. So not great. Certainly not great. Chase you around trying to kill you from now on, like Pet Cemetery style. Just
okay.
Rename him Gage.
He was already an asshole. Now he's going to be an insufferable asshole because we killed him. Now he's going to hold that over us forever.
You kill him one time and it's like, bip, bip, bip.
Oh, look at me. I got fucking 8 more lives. Fuck off, Piper. You got 8 lives. Eat a dick.
I'm so glad he's okay, though.
Yeah.
So what are they going to do about the tooth situation? Just
nothing.
Just be
we're not doing. Sarah and I talked about it, and we're like, this is not worth. He's not injured by it. it just a tooth fell out and we are like, oh fuck. And then we took him in and they said, yeah, he needs teeth. He needs to take we got to take some of these teeth out because they're rotting or whatever. But I'm like, you know what? Nature got that other one out. I'm sure it'll be okay. So we're just going to leave it alone for now.
Yeah, it's gonna have a fucking tiny roller or a ice skate and a rock, you know, in your fucking house.
I come home and the cat's got one of those old timey things tied around his head.
Right. Like the bow on the top and everything.
Oh my God. Yeah, so it was an interesting week. I mean, Ruth Bader Ginsburg died this week. I don't know if you heard, but
real? I didn't even catch. Yeah, God, what a fucking nightmare! What a nightmare!
Oh man.
You know what? I gotta say, that was fucking rude. She couldn't have waited 60 days.
Right?
Like no, she's fucking dead now.
Yeah.
It's all about her.
You know what they should do is they should have got my vet over there to resuscitate her. They did a pretty good job of my cat. They could have came over to Ruth Bader Ginsburg.
Well, she probably died. They had to call somebody first. Like, hang on a minute. We got to resuscitate Ruth.
Her kids didn't have the deer. They had the do not resuscitate on there or whatever. Oh,
fucking write the voicemail again. Like,
God damn it. Kids are busy again. Jesus.
Holy shit.
God
damn.
Man. Yeah, it's tough. It's been a tough week. It's super rough. And you know, the Breonna Taylor decision this week was so terrible, and just everything's just been shit. This has been an absolute fucking shit week.
It's a horrible week.
Oh yeah, and you also mentioned earlier that the president just like said that he wasn't going to listen to the election too.
Yeah,
so
like
that's also in there. Yeah,
and now they're talking like they're having serious conversations where they're like, yeah, you know, there's nothing in the Constitution that says that just because most of the majority of people vote in a state, that's how we have to use our electoral votes. There's a real argument being made right now that like if a state is controlled by a Republican legislature, that they may say like, yeah, you know what we're going to do? We're going to use our, even though let's say like Pennsylvania goes blue, but Pennsylvania is controlled by the Republicans. They might just pressure the the electors to cast their electoral college votes red, bypassing democracy entirely.
Yeah.
Just straight up just being like, we're just not doing that anymore. Like there's serious conversation about whether or not that's going to be like, how can that even be a serious conversation? But crazily it is.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah, that would be an insane fucking power grab, but you know, it is what it is. So
that's
where we're at. That's where we're at.
I can't believe that's not in the fucking Constitution, by the way. Like, I'm just like, really?
And that's why and somebody says I'd like to burn the Electoral College to the ground, and that's why, because it's not representative of the people, man, and it hasn't been, and it's not. Period. The end. It's never been. It's not representative of us, and it's been proven a couple of times within a lifetime. Yeah, it's been proven a couple of times.
Right, twice now in my lifetime. Like in my voting lifetime, for God's sake, in my voting lifetime, twice the election has, like the general election has not yielded the result and not reflected the will of the people. Yeah. That's insane. That's not a fucking democracy.
Yeah. Yeah. You're absolutely right. It's just unbelievable. All right. Let's talk about something less
horrible.
Horrible. Let's talk about this massive semen explosion. This is one of those ones you got to read, Tom. We just got to read it short. You should just read it. So just start up and just start going.
All right. This is from Newsweek. Massive semen explosion after blaze hits bull.
Okay. It wasn't massive. It's just that, you know, the person I was with likes to float my ego a little bit. It certainly wasn't massive. It was adequate. It was an adequate semen explosion.
It had been a while since its prior semen explosion. Like, that's to be fucking expected. It's part of the.
And if you want a semen explosion, you can go to adamandeve.com. You could type in Gloria checkout. You get 50% off just about any item and free shipping. So Gloria checkout. Do we have a thing, Ian? Do you have a thing that do you have one of those on there or no?
Do you have? Oh,
that's weird.
No, but I can make one. I'll make one.
Ian?
Can you hear me?
Ian said no, but he'll make one.
I can't.
Can you not hear Ian?
Oh no, Ian, I can't hear anything. I can't hear Tom either.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Ian,
there we go. I got it. I got it. I got it.
All right.
I think when I jumped in, it broke stuff. See, this
it's good. It's good now.
Issue. Okay, I'll just jump out, but I'll make one.
All right, thank you.
A huge fire at a cattle breeding facility in Australia has caused thousands of dollars in damage after at least 100 cylinders containing bull semen were destroyed.
100 cylinders. Okay, first off, isn't there like, doesn't like the UN not allow you to stockpile that much semen? Like, shouldn't fucking Hans Blix or whatever been walking around telling people you can't have that much semen somewhere?
They called the fire department. They're like, hey, we're coming. We're coming. Emergency services were called to the blaze in the early hours at Yarram Herd Services in Gippsland, Victoria. According to ABC, it took 10 fire crews more than 2 hours to fully extinguish the fire after it broke out around 3 a.m. local time. A spokesman from the Country Fire Authority told Daily Mail Australia that the fire had completely shredded the building. Some of the wording in this article is going to be amazing, by the way. Country fire authorities.
You know, semen will do that if you don't properly lube first. I mean, it's not the semen, it's the thing that shoots us, but still, you got to properly lube.
Country Fire Authority Gippsland Commander Chris, not going to pronounce it, said the crew had to be wary of projectiles coming at them while they tackled the blaze.
Really do. You really do. Absolutely.
You know, I got to say, it's fucking rude not to at least have a little tap on the shoulder. If you're going to dodge like that, it's fine. But
yeah, you got to either that or you got to be like Neo. You got to be like leaning back all weird. And yeah, it's like as it goes past you and stuff. And you can't expect that from everybody. You know?
The liquid inside the containers was rapidly expanding, and essentially the lids of the cryogenic cylinders were just popping off the top, and projectiles were being thrown into the building.
It's like cleaning out your fleshlight, you know? You just pop the top, shoots out. It's like a party popper in there if you leave it too long. So
I love that when a semen factory explodes, it ejaculates again. Like, that's my favorite part. It's like
I like Brian here. This is such highbrow humor. What the fuck did you think we were going to talk about?
Oh.
The fucking title is Blaze Bull Semen Projectile. We fucking telegraphed that an hour ago, man.
This person's comment is terrifying. You have to clean your fleshlight. Well, only if you want to share it or resell it later.
Absolutely. You don't have to. Don't give in to pressure, Baron von Krogs. Don't do that. Don't give in to pressure. You keep it as dirty as you want.
So firefighters went into a defensive mode initially to protect themselves because there were also LPG cylinders at the neighboring property, and they did a magnificent job. Losidchenkowagal added that he had never had anything to do with artificial insemination side of things before during his career. Yarram Herd Service.
There's just a bunch of cows like straddling the top, waiting for this to shoot up.
I like that he had to say that, like, you know, these semen storage places don't usually burst into flames. That's not generally what happens. This line is great. Yarram Herd Services Committee Vice Chairman Aaron Thomas said the loss of 100 cryogenic cylinders of cattle semen will be a, quote, huge blow for the farmers.
You win. That's a great written article.
That is so good.
Hot beef so good. Injection. It's what's for dinner. You know why? That's why you guys tuned in. You know, huge blow. That's got to be such a fun fucking job to get a fucking story like that to come across your desk, and then you're just flipping out your thesaurus trying to figure out exactly how many innuendos you can work in there. It's fucking amazing. Unbelievable.
You know they rock, paper, scissored around the newsroom until they got it right. You know, 100%. 100%.
Absolutely.
It's fucking tremendous.
Yeah.
It's fucking tremendous. A huge blow.
Huge blow. I love it. I think it's great. We should do one more. Let's see. What do we want to do? Oh God, I want to. There's a part of me that's like, do one of these talkies, but all the talkies this week are just
they're
so awful.
Yep.
Everybody's
They
like,
really
I
are.
prayed and Ginsburg died.
I know
Oh,
it's
God.
so awful. They're just like, that was no accident, and it's like, cool.
Oh,
You're the worst. You're the worst.
ugh.
Fuck.
Let's see. What
Somebody's
we can
asking,
find.
are we going to team up live if we get debates? Not if we get if there's debates, Cecil and I won't be able to get together live. Cecil's able to socially distance and self-isolate at a much higher level than I am because of my work. So we're still going to try to do something for the election night because we're going to just probably COVID test ahead of time and get results and reduce the amount of time we need to isolate. But I'm not isolating because of my work. So I'm not able to. I was out all day today. So it's just not a possibility for me.
Yeah. There may be a possibility depending on when, like what night the debate is. Tom and I may do a live thing like this after one of the
not
debates.
in person
There's
live.
a possibility we might, but it just depends on the debate schedule and how that works with our schedule. So yeah, I said I'd like to. There's part of me that would like to go live right afterwards, but then there's also part of me that just is like, I don't want to watch it. I just don't want to see it. It just feels like it's going to be such a fucking train wreck, man.
I'm like, Biden just needs to not be Trump for 45 more days.
I know.
And the worry that I have is that standing on the stage gets him closer to being Trump. He'll look like an old man. Because he is. He's a fucking old man who doesn't speak terribly well off the cuff.
Yeah.
And it's not good. I do want to see the Harris-Pence debate, though.
Oh,
like,
God.
I think that'd be, I need that. I need that for my heart space, Cecil. I need that this year. Somebody
sent out, and I don't, maybe it was Noah had posted it or at least mentioned it. The Biden, what the fuck was that idiot's name? Ryan debate that was in when Mitt Romney picked Ryan.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
So Biden debated him, and maybe it wasn't McCain, because Biden debated Palin for McCain. And then Biden debated Ryan, and Biden the whole time just laughed at him. Like, so Biden kept on laughing. He kept leaning back and laughing at him and laughing at what he was saying. And I think it was Noah and a couple other people were saying that's
good strategy.
It's gonna really piss Trump off if he goes with that strategy, just to laugh when he says something.
But that's not a bad strategy. Just piss Trump off. I don't think Trump will get better angry.
Yeah.
The people that already love an angry Trump, they're always going to love an angry Trump. But if he just can get under his skin like that and make him lose his cool, then those, maybe if the debates actually swing any votes, I don't know if they do, but
we talked about this. We talked about this.
Yeah.
You and I talked about this. You found an article that led us to believe that there was a couple of studies done that showed that it does not sway the voters, and that a lot of people come in with that, with that mindset of what they were planning on doing, and just reinforces what their plans are. Now, what it may do, it may make people stay home. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it might not, because it would, the thing that we looked at talked about undecided voters.
Right.
It did not talk about what people got from their candidate, whether or not it changed how they felt about their own candidate. And so, if he comes in and looks like an asshole, but looking like an asshole is like reinforcing for them. So I don't know what you do. I don't know what strategy you use. To be honest, why even do it? Just say, who cares? Like, what do you have to say? You have nothing to say.
Yep. Yeah. I have no idea. I don't know that there's anything to gain. Like, if I'm Biden and be like, I'm just not going to do that. But, like that Trump would play that as he's afraid, he's a coward, he's weak, et cetera, et cetera. It's just, you got to do it. You probably have to do it, but it's
and it is a lot easier for a man to debate, and it's going to be interesting to see what happens with Kamala Harris, because Kamala Harris is, she's going to be looked at as, if she pushes too hard, she's going to be, she's a fucking bitch, she's shrill, she's what, because it's so hard for a woman to find that perfect medium to debate and not fucking trigger all the dudes. You know what I mean? It's so hard for them to find that sweet spot, because the deck is so much stacked against them when it comes to the debate stage. And it sucks, but that's the reality. I mean, look at how they were talking about, look at how they talked about all the women during the debates. I mean, look at how they talked about every single one of them. Is it likable? Are they electable? It's like, it's just.
Oh yeah. It's a totally different and vastly higher and more impossible standard. Absolutely. Yeah. It is a fucking ridiculous standard. The only comfort I draw from that, Cecil, is that the opponent to Harris is Pence.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's just like, that guy doesn't even look fully human.
He doesn't. No,
he doesn't even seem like people. So I am excited to watch those just for the theater of it.
Yeah. And there will be that. Yeah. I think there will be some theater to be had there, but yeah, I don't know, man. You're just in a bad way, in a bad place.
Everything's terrible. Cecil, everything's the worst. It's really hard to like wake up and be like, yeah, today is the day I'm excited to be here.
Do you think that 2020 is this bad, or do you think that it's because you don't have any real way to blow off steam that it's making everything feel like it's amplified?
I think it's both. I think that's a big part of why 2020 is this bad. Is like for a lot of people, like there's just no outlet. So I think a lot of terrible shit's happening. I mean, like, you know, California's on fire and fucking Australia was on fire, and like the politics are egregiously awful, and like the race, you know,
COVID, and there's a million things you could.
There's all of it. There's just all of it. But like, yeah, man, would it be as bad? It would still be the worst year in my history. I still don't think like in my lifetime there's a year that's this bad. This is worse than 2001.
Yeah.
I think this, I mean, it is not a little worse. It is objectively worse than 9/11. You know, it's orders of magnitude.
Oh, yeah. What 100? It's like 100 times worse at this point, or something close to it.
It's almost 100 times worse. Like, yeah, man, there's never been a year like this. There's just never been a time like this. But yeah, the inability to blow off steam is just crushing.
Yeah, the inability to blow off steam, I think, is the problem that takes it to that next level. I think if there was that ability to blow off steam and people were able to focus, because I think one of the things it does too is it makes us hyper focus on all the problems, right? Because you don't have the ability to say, fuck it, I'm not going to read the news. I'm going out to dinner tonight and I'm going to go hang out with friends, or I'm going to go on a small trip and I'm just going to leave my phone at home. Now you're just stuck in your house with nothing to do. And so you just, well, I guess I'll watch TV, and it's all just terrible, sad news. So I think that's another problem, is that, you know, that it amplifies it being stuck, amplifies it constantly. Cause then, you know, and then you're also always kind of at like a high level of anxiety all the time anyway. So little shit is not great. Yeah. No,
I mean, that's true. Like the thing is, like at some point the anxiety begins to accumulate. You know, it's like, yeah, all right, it's always at a 3. It's always at a 3. And you're just like, I need it to be less than a 3. And then, you know, but if it was only a 3, that'd be great.
3. Oh,
right.
Gosh.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
3 was 2014.
I mean, Cecil, you've known me now for 20 some years.
Yeah.
Like, I am a man who can fall asleep. Do you remember like when we went to Michigan? And like you guys wanted to get a hotel room, and we got a room, and I was like, I'll just sleep on the floor. I'll just like, I can sleep anytime, anywhere. As soon as I'm horizontal, boom, I'm out. That's been that way my whole life. I cannot fucking sleep this year.
Yeah.
Like 3 days out of 7, I cannot fucking sleep to save my fucking life. Wake up, take forever. It's just the stress, the constant unrelenting anxiety of it, man. Like you said, the inability to blow it off.
My whole life, I've always had problems sleeping, and it's not changed at all since this all started. Like it's not, I've had problems sleeping all the time. I'll get up at, 4 a.m, stay up all day. I'll go to sleep at like midnight, wake up at 6, if that. Sometimes it's at 3 and I'll stay up till 5 and go back to sleep. It's just, my body just is like, nah, we're good. You don't have to be asleep. And I wake up from the littlest things and just stay up, and it sucks. It sucks.
Yeah, it's just the unrelenting anxiety of the whole thing.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it's kind of rough. It's like and when you don't get a lot of sleep, you start to get more irritable. It's a great cycle to get into.
Well, it is because it's like, and then the demands, like the everyday demands are just objectively higher than they have been, you know? So it's this 2020 is a little rough.
Yeah.
So
yeah, man. And I feel bad for anybody who has to deal with this, you know, because, you know, I think a lot of people are getting a glimpse at what it's like to deal with these sort of problems on a daily basis now that they might have never had to deal with in their life, right? That level of anxiety, that level of sleep disorder, that level of, you know, all those things that are coming with it, that are becoming widespread with this. There's some people who have to deal with that all the time.
Yeah.
And, you know, I think it makes you realize, wow, that must suck for you. That really, I'm really sorry that has, you know, that's how that happens to you. You know, it just sucks. All right, let's talk about something else. Let's talk about something fun. One more story, Tom. I don't want to do the things because they're just, do you want to talk about the alligator?
Yeah, the alligator is great. The alligator is great. All right.
Ian, I'm going to share my screen so you could put it on there. So let me see if I can find it. Unless you want to just put a post, if you want to just find the image, Ian, you could just put the image from this. I'll put it in the chat, for us, Ian, and you could maybe put it in the thing. Maybe you could get the image and post it while Tom's reading the story.
This story's from CNN. Scientists win award for giving an alligator helium and making it shout.
That is amazing.
That's like,
now, here's the thing, right? 2020 sucks a lot, but if we could do something like that, I'm okay with 2020.
A team of scientists who put an alligator in a helium-filled box and made it shout have won an Ig Nobel Prize, an award that commemorates the science. These things are great. These awards are fucking amazing. They're always amazing. This year's are no exception. The group
fucking alligator right there. That's amazing.
Look at that thing. Just like, I love that there's a fucking box full of helium. The group of researchers from Austria and Japan were attempting to find out whether alligators' vocal communications relate to their body size, but it was their method rather than their hypothesis that caught the eye of the awards committee. Like, I don't know a whole lot about alligators. I'll admit that. But like, wouldn't you just know that by listening to alligator? Like, couldn't you just like go out and be like, yeah, the alligator's really big. It sounded different. The alligator's small. It sounded like, and let's say you did arrive at a conclusion, Cecil. Mm-hmm. Hey, you know what? It turns out it doesn't matter what the size of the alligator. They sound the same. The next question that should be like, well, okay, so? So fucking what? So fucking what? Like, just fucking who cares? Who cares?
Look, man, people need shit to do during fucking lockdown. Come on.
You got me.
You got to do something, right? There's only so many times you could count the fucking bricks in your wall and your stuff.
Another experiment which found that narcissists can be identified by their eyebrows was also honored. The ceremony's Peace Prize went to the governments of India and Pakistan for, quote, having their diplomats surreptitiously ring each other's doorbells in the middle of the night and then run away before anyone had a chance to answer the door. Evidently, the governments are ding-dong ditching each other. Like two nuclear-powered nations that have historically not gotten along with one another are fucking ding-dong ditching one another. That's fucking insane. The award for economics went to an international team of experts trying to quantify the relationship between different countries' national income inequality and the average amount of mouth-to-mouth kissing. My favorite part of that sentence is they specified, Cecil, mouth-to-mouth kissing.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Like,
not ass to ass.
They're not just like, all right, let's check the inequality against who's eating ass. Like, that's like, what?
Oh, man.
The fuck?
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah. I love that image, though. fucking alligator being like, what is happening?
It's like, oh, this is fucked up, man. I'm not. Oh my god, that's great. I love that they have like former Nobel laureates give out these prizes too. Like that's who actually gives those things out. It's just it's
outstanding. That is like that's a worthwhile award to get. You hang that wherever you can. Yeah.
Oh my god, are you kidding me? I'd Flavor Flav that fucking award. I'd have that thing around my Flavor Flav.
Yeah, like, for sure.
All day.
All right, guys, we still have some show to record, so we're gonna bounce. We did not do a full hour, but we're sad, so we're gonna go. But check us out next week. We'll be back next week, and be sure to check out the show this week. And what else is happening? I'm gonna be on GAM this week. They reached out to me, so I'm gonna be recording GAM. I'll be on GAM next Tuesday.
Oh, that's awesome. What are you guys watching?
We watched this movie called Rumors of War. It was just so boring. It's just the worst. They're always the worst. They're always the worst fucking movies. So I watched it yesterday. And I had a panic attack because I thought I watched the wrong one, because I thought I was supposed to watch Rumor of War. And when the movie ended, it said to be continued. And I thought, oh fuck, did I only watch part one? Is there part two? And there wasn't, evidently. So I'm good. But I'll be on next Tuesday. So check it out. And download our show and tell your friends, come back next week and all that stuff. Thanks for joining us, everybody, though. We're gonna bounce.
Thanks,
we got
guys.
other stuff to do. Sorry. So long, everybody. Thanks for showing up. Peace. Ian's stream, Tom.
What is this stream?
No.
I can't even. I can't.
No.
What is the concept and the whole, can you screenshot it and then
here? Let me put it in the chat real quick.
No. Mute. Okay. End broadcast. Bye. Bye, everyone.